fine. The only thing I'm going to hear about you is good news, good news, good news. Be fine. You owe it to yourself. You deserve to be fine. Please be fine. You owe yourself happiness. You owe yourself joy. You owe yourself to take good care of yourself. You owe yourself to be in the right kind of environment, atmosphere, all the time. Do not negotiate that for anything. Anything. You deserve to be happy. Please, that's my message. That's what I have to say. I have to say, so be fine, whoever you are. It doesn't matter who you are. Just be fine. You deserve to be fine. Still on this topic about failure, failure in the past, negative happenings. Every single day, you hardly even have control over what may go wrong. But you do have control over how you react to it. Do you understand? So I hope you make the right choice all the time, to make the choice to decide to see that life is working for you. It doesn't mean that things will not go wrong, but actually our understanding of life helps a lot. Okay, so I was saying that last Saturday night, that's the week today, we're live on the call with John Maxwell, and he shared very, very deep insights and gave us some advice on how to take what we would term as failures in life. He used a phrase I haven't heard before: return on failure, meaning that there's always something to reap out of a bad situation. Nobody hopes for a bad situation. We expect a bright tomorrow. That's how we are as human. But we know in reality, it's hardly like that. Things will go wrong. Things may go wrong. We don't expect things to go wrong, but that's the reality. Now, he made a point in letting us learn how to handle failures better. I think this, let me try and say it the way he said it, is to accept that difficulties, embrace the hard, embrace failure, embrace when things haven't gone on well, kind of find a way to embrace it. And he said that every success that is worthwhile, anything that is worthwhile, it's uphill in nature. Anything that is worthwhile is uphill in nature. It has its difficulties. Hello, hi, nice to see you. How are you doing? Thanks for being on my live. We're discussing failure. Things you might term as negative happenings in life. We're just trying to look at it and see how we can learn to take another look at it. I'm not talking about abusive situations, abusive relationship that is going to kill you. We're talking about the past, like looking at the past and things that you wish if you have the power to rewrite, and you don't. So let's not waste time wishing. Things that have happened in your life that you do not have power to change or rewrite. How do you take a look at it? Do you go on experiencing pain of regrets? Okay, pain especially each time you look at it. Do you continue categorizing those things as, the dark side of my life, the regrets of my life, if we may call it that? How do we continue to address that? And the way I see it is like you just have a bundle of joy, but then when you think about a particular certain situation, it just kind of busts your balloon, like that thing just gets you off, just spoils your day. How do we get onto the point where we don't allow those things to spoil our day anymore? And it's all about perspective and how you look at life. So going on, because a failure or failing in any endeavor or messing up, let me just say it's part of the puzzle, right? But you can actually get better, get more skill, grow better as a person, to be on top of situations. Let me not say to avoid things messing up or avoid messy situation, but at least you can grow and learn how to be on top of your situation, learn how to handle situations, right? God help me to be able to say that which I really need to say very well for you to understand. Like I just said somewhere that if you don't understand me, don't misunderstand me. And that's the kind of statement you make, and people have to kind of take a look and like, what does she mean by that? If you don't understand me, don't misunderstand me. But you want to really understand what the person is saying in the light in which they are saying it. So, because failure is inevitable, or would I? Is it possible? Is it true to say that there's some certain things you will do and you can avoid, failure? But then it doesn't mean that things will not mess up no matter what you do. So one of the ways we can approach life as we move on, right, is to understand that every success is an uphill. It's difficult. Every success is difficult, and if you understand that every success is difficult, then if you are faced, like Napoleon Hill would put it, if you're faced with temporal. I don't want my life to be serious talk all the time. I'm sorry. I caught myself the last time. Like, you just come and do some serious talk and then go away. But so let me try and be smiling. Okay. So like Napoleon Hill would put it, he said, when you're faced with temporal failure, what do you do? First of all, accept that anything worthwhile, anything good is difficult. That's number one. So it's going to be difficult, right? And he now said that the moment you accept that life is difficult, then we are ready for it. We are ready for life. And I think also as parents, growing children, I think bringing kids up, one of the things you're doing is getting them ready for life, to face life, right? And you don't want to raise the kids up in such a way that when they grow up, they now find out that, so life is this difficult. So this is what my mom was going through, or my daddy was going through. Like someone was saying that, don't let them have this mind that, the milk just appears in the fridge or the bread just appears in the fridge. Okay, so you want to prepare them for life. And that's actually how you should approach each project. Understand that life is difficult. No matter what it is that you want to venture into. Life is difficult. Yeah? Well, if we're on that page, if we can agree on that, if you can accept that, he said, and if you are ready for it, life is difficult, then you are ready for it. If you can accept that life is difficult, then you are ready for it. That's what he said. Hello. We all this case here again. So if you accept that life is difficult, then you are ready for it. It's no longer difficult. Isn't that interesting? If you can accept that life is difficult anyway, then you are ready for it, and then it's no longer difficult. I want to relate to this when it comes to house chores. My kids will always say like, mommy, you see that you like doing house chores, and I tell them something like that surprises them. I said, I don't like work. Like you that we see work, I say no, I don't like work, and that's why if I have to do something, I do it and get it out of the way. I want to live in the home whereby I can actually stay and do nothing. And one of the ways to achieve that is to get the chores out. If you wake up in the morning, make your bed. If you eat, wash up the plates. Why eat and then pile the plate in the sink and then work is waiting for you? I don't like that kind of lifestyle. I rather eat, wash the plate off, and then it's out of my way. So what John Maxwell was actually saying is, first of all, accept that life is difficult. And once you accept that life is difficult, then you are ready for it. And then it will no longer be difficult. Oh yes, it will become your normal. I was thinking of my children, raising them up. If they can get used to the things that they're supposed to do, like make their bed, like tidy up the bathroom after them, like eat and wash your plates, just grow up getting used to the things that human beings are supposed to do, not growing up as an adult and then it hitting you like, is this adulthood? We have to do this, we have to do that. No, if you just accept it that it's normal, that's how life is, then it's not a problem anymore, right? You can relate to that. I believe that. That's what he's trying to say also. And then you have to understand that you have to do the deed before you can do the do. So lots of practice is what makes the person what they are. So he actually made reference to the fact that we see people who we think who look like, no, who are successful. We see successful people, you naturally want to admire people who have arrived, who have succeeded, but ignoring what it is they may have gone through to get them where they are. So we need to throw more lights, let the light shine on what they did, what the person did to get there, rather than just celebrate the success. And that's actually how we should also live our life. What we have to do is difficult. My business, the things that I have to do in my business, I need to face it and do it in order to arrive to the success that I need. Success does not just, take a stroll and meet somebody. You have to work it out. You have to do the things you have to do. Whatever it is you need to do, whatever it is that it will take for you to make a success out of any endeavor, you just have to do it. And this is just one point that helps us to approach failure in a different light. Okay, I don't know why I'm yet to still understand why he had to, cheapen the seeing life, on accepting life has been difficult in this return on failure series that he did. So that's what I just want to share with you today. I think it makes sense. I think it is it. That's if you can understand, if you can just understand that life is not any bed of roses. How do we say it now? If you understand that, then it's not a problem. If our children understand that, then it's not a problem. Okay. I remember when I was just a little girl, sometime in 1985, and I was just a little guy. I'm not sure I knew what was happening. And I remember some people protesting and saying, Gary is now 1 cup, 1 naira in Nigeria here. And I think that was the time of Bangida, the SAD, this structural adjustment program, SAP. I remember very well. Now, the thing that has dawned on me, that is clear on me, is that was there actually a time where things were easy, okay? And then if you looking back from 2022 to 1985, you would say that's when things were fine. But let's bring 1985 here, and my parents are here, and our parents are here. If you meet them talking, then they will still tell you that things are so difficult now. Can you imagine Gary is 1 naira for 1 cup? Can you imagine things are so difficult? Naira is now 1 naira to $1. Do you understand? So was there ever a time in history where things were actually easy? And so that it wouldn't continue to become news. Things are difficult, economy is bad. Things are difficult, economy is bad. It's always been that way. But it's the individual who need to rise up. Like John Maxwell is encouraging us, and I'm also encouraging you to understand that life is difficult. That's it. So it's Jim Rohn that said, do not wish for things to be better. Wish that you were. No, do not wish that things were easier. Wish that you are better. I think that's it. Because it doesn't really change. You have to still, right from time when man was created, you have to till the ground. It has always been like that. And then wait for rain to fall. I think then, in the ancient days, they had to pray for there to be rain. And sometimes there's rain, sometimes there's no rain. Sometimes there's famine. Way back in Egypt, in the Bible state, there was famine. Things were always like, so I think that this angle will help us to approach life fine. And that's why, no matter how hard the economy is or how difficult things is, you still see some people, they're always, on top. And it's like you see some people, don't just complain. So which part do you want to be? Which side do you want to be on? Well, I choose to be on the side where I am better. I learn how to handle things, how to be on top of situation by learning the skills I need to learn the principles of life, how things work, how you're supposed to do things. Okay, so that I think if we do the things very, very well, we will be able to have less and less of what we count as failures. That's right. And so to be reminded again that you either win or learn. There's nothing like you failed. So I'm going to stop here because I need to get ready for my Zoom meeting. And my Zoom meeting tonight is a testimonial night. So we're going to come together. Those of us who have used quantum technology, People are coming to share their different experiences. And if you don't mind, you can be my guest. Just click on my profile picture. You will see the link there, the link tree there. If you click on it, you will see Zoom meeting. You click on it, you're able to join us live on Zoom. I look forward to having you as my guest. Once you come on this, just type, oh, I was invited by Amara. You can get a free kiss from me. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Thanks, Uncle Godu, for always watching. I really appreciate the support, as always. Thank you for being on my live. Godson, nice to have you be my guest on the Zoom call. Have a wonderful weekend and have a great week ahead.